Hi, I'm Erik Voss, and Avengers Endgame delighted us with the twist of Fat Thor, also known as Lebowski Thor, or Thor most of us can finally cosplay as shirtlessly. Abs are great, but you can't balance a bowl of guac on them. Recently, Chris Hemsworth opened up about how and why Thor takes this turn in Endgame, but also the mystery of why he stays this way throughout the movie. Like, seriously, if you're watching closely, Thor stays in his easy wear for most of the movie. He's still wearing Crocs at Tony Stark's funeral. Why? I know, most of us are thinking, hell, why not? But still, let us dig into this melted ice cream. So when it came to the decision to first reveal Thor had gained this weight, the screenwriters said that they were inspired by the Marvel What If comics to take each Avenger into a different extreme after the 5-year time jump following Thor going for Thanos' head. For Hulk, it was what if the Hulk was smart. For Hawkeye, it was what if Hawkeye was a murderous vigilante who actually is in the movie this time. And for Thor, it was what if the hunk, who more than any other Avenger, branded Marvel as the purveyor of gratuitous male shirtlessness, really let himself go with a shaggy neckbeard and a gamer gut. This reveal is fantastic, and it's even foreshadowed with a shot of Thor starting his carbo-heavy diet early in the film with a beer and Hawaiian sweet rolls. Hemsworth said that this new appearance required 3 hours of hair and makeup with a silicone prosthetic suit that weighed 90 pounds. He had to have weights on his hands and ankles just to have his arms and legs swing differently when he shuffled around. He said that people would come up to him and cuddle him like a big bear and rub his belly like he was pregnant, or sit on his lap like he was Santa Claus, and eventually he just got sick of all the unwanted attention. But here's the really interesting thing about Fat Thor in Endgame. He stays Fat Thor. Hemsworth revealed that originally Thor was supposed to revert to his old buff self in the middle of the film. Hemsworth said that he fought to keep his curves, saying, "I enjoyed that version of Thor. It was so different than any other way I played the character." And then it took on a life of its own. This exposes another alternate deleted scene from the Endgame story, one in which Thor, after being found flabbily by Banner and Rocket in New Asgard, Norway, gets back in shape. So that planning montage with the Avengers in HQ, when Hulk was eating ice cream, his Ben & Jerry's flavor, a hunk of Hulk burning fudge, the others were eating sushi, this alternate scene would have showed Thor dieting, probably scowling at Hulk for being able to eat whatever he wants, and then maybe pissing everyone off by microwaving fish and broccoli in the kitchen. Thor's pathetic moping over Jane Foster could have come out between sets in the Avengers HQ gym, which we know was there because another deleted scene showed Natasha working out with a punching bag. Really, nothing's a better motivator to get in a few more reps than an ex-girlfriend who's one of the world's leading astrophysicists, and you're a disgraced Avenger who cut off Thanos' head way too late and now lives with your bachelor buds from a trash planet screaming threats at children who pick on your roommate over Fortnite. Instead of all this, the Fat Thor we got gives the character so much more comedic depth in the second and third acts of the film. Like to see him sneaking past Loki on Asgard and marching up to Thanos in the final battle. Instead of the same old buff Thor that we've always seen, Thor gets a wicked Viking beard braid when he charges up. And really the best payoff comes when Lebowski Thor banters with Peter Quill on the Guardians of the Galaxy ship at the end of the film. These two jesting about who's the real captain of these Asgardians of the Galaxy reflects their rivalry at the beginning of Infinity War. Remember when the Guardians teased Quill about his weight?
I'm muscular.
But who are you kidding, Quill? You're one sandwich away from fat.
Yeah, right.
It's true, Will. You have put on weight.
What?
It's one of my favorite meta jokes from these Avengers movies, because aside from Chris Hemsworth, Chris Pratt is the next Avenger whose figure has always been weirdly obsessed over, mostly because he was previously better known in his Fat Pratt form as Andy Dwyer on Parks and Rec. Marvel Studios casting director Sarah Finn, the true visionary behind this franchise, revealed that Pratt actually auditioned to be an Avenger before, reading for Captain America Steve Rogers. But of course that role went to another blonde Chris Evans. So Pratt has always had a chip on his shoulder as the third MCU Chris. And now, after hilariously comparing their muscularity early in Infinity War, Chris 2 slides into Chris 3's former, funnier, flabbier shoes, which are, and hopefully forever will be, Crocs. Do you think Thor should stay Fat Thor for future Marvel films? Comment down below with your thoughts and follow me on Instagram and Twitter at EA Voss. And of course, subscribe to New Rockstars for all of our Marvel breakdowns. Thanks for joining me, and yeah, I can hear you in the comments comparing me to Fat Thor and Fat Pratt. You know, it's okay if I do it, but when you say it, it's mean. So stop. You do not have to yes and self-deprecation.